This is Pasha Omabolanle and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, you know what to do. Please subscribe, turn on your post notification, thank you. So guys, we're seeing relationship month. I started this month of October. I decided to focus on relationships throughout the month of October. So let's continue. In today's video, there's likely to be from personal experience. I'm going to be talking about my experience dating 20 plus men and 30 plus men, which is basically dating guys my age and guys older than me. By 30 plus, I mean from 30 and above, like from 30 to 50. Yeah, I have dated a 49-year-old. When we get into this video, you will understand. So I'm going to be weighing the pros and cons of dating both of them, and I'm going to tell you my preference. Most of you who already know me would already know which of them I prefer between 20 plus and 30 plus. So guys, before we start, ask yourself, do you prefer dating guys your age, like guys within your age bracket? Like if you are 20, like dating 25-year-old, 29-year-old, do you prefer that? Or do you prefer dating guys way older than you? Do you prefer dating 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 30-year-olds? Ask yourself this question, starting with 20 plus guys, which is guys my age mates. I'm going to start with that. Pros of dating 20 plus guys. Number one, you guys can relate on so many levels. Imagine dating someone your age mate, you guys listen to the same song, you guys listen to Wizkid, Burna Boy, other artists. You guys can relate to the movies coming out currently. You guys can relate to memes. He's on Twitter, you can send him memes, you would understand stuff that are going on. So that is one of the advantage of dating someone your age mates. You guys can vibe on different level. You guys can talk about things that only you guys can relate, and surprisingly you guys can even have your own code language. Because I know that when I was in uni, I was dating this guy that was my age mate. Like, we were basically like twins. We understood each other. Like, we'd be in a crowd and then we'll be talking to each other, like and nobody knows. So yeah, dating a 20 plus guy, you can relate to stuff together. Another thing is that with a 20 plus guy, he's active, he's always awake. You guys can go out to parties, go out to events, stay out late, no problem. They don't want to sleep. They're always, let's go out, let's go and do this, let's go to the club, let's go to the party. He's always ready. There's no boredom while dating someone your age. And I have to give this disclaimer, this is primarily dependent on who you are dating. A 20 plus guy might as well behave as a 40 plus guy and not like going to parties, or might not even relate to songs that you listen to because he has an old soul. So it depends on who you are dating. But I'm speaking from personal experience, what I have personally experienced from dating guys my age. Another advantage or another pro of dating a 20 plus guy is that your parents are going to accept him for sure. Nigerian parents like young guys. If like me now, I bring a 40 plus man for my father and like, oh daddy, this is the man I want to marry, do you think he's going to accept? Like, even though he's going to accept along the line, like, do you think he's going to accept immediately? But if I bring a 25-year-old boy, I'll be like, oh daddy, this is the man I want to get married to. He just finished uni, he's working in this company. My daughter, you brought my son, he's going to be happy. But imagine bringing 40 plus or 50 plus, someone my dad's age. How is it going to look? So another pro of dating guys your age is that your parents, your Nigerian parents, I'm going to speak based on experience, my Nigerian parents are going to accept the boy. Another major experience of dating a guy your age is that you guys will grow together. Now imagine a situation where you started dating this guy from, like, let me say when you were in final year, you guys started dating, yeah, and from there you guys served together, you guys went job hunting together, found a job together. You guys are basically growing together, and that's like a major advantage instead of dating someone who has already experienced most of the things you are just experiencing. That's a major pro of dating someone your age. Now, enough about the pros, let's talk about the cons, disadvantages of dating a younger guy or your age mate. The number one thing that I find very, very bad about dating them is that they're never ready to settle down. Never ever. I feel like girls develop faster. So a girl in like her 20, like 23, 24 is already like, oh, I want to get married, I want to settle down, start having kids. And guys that age are still thinking of how to get money, how to be financially stable. They're not currently thinking of how to get married. So that's a major disadvantage. They're not yet settled, they're not yet financially settled, they're not yet, let me not say they're not mentally settled, they're not ready to get married at that point. And you at that point, you want to get married. So that's a major disadvantage. That's why most girls go for guys who are older, who are ready to get married at that point in time. Another disadvantage of dating a guy who is your age is that they're never in one place. They're always here, there, everywhere, chasing money. I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to, like, they're never in one place, they're never stable. That's a disadvantage. That's also an advantage, since they're trying to like become financially stable for you and all, and you too, you're supposed to be chasing money too. But I might consider that a disadvantage when you just want to chill and he's like, oh, I have this business meeting, I have to travel to Abuja, I have to travel out of the country, I don't have your time. They are never stable. Another major disadvantage of dating 20+ men, and this one is a personal experience, is from like 100% personal experience. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but another major disadvantage I have experienced is that most of them, all they want to do is to have sex and smoke weed. I'm sorry, but this is just how I feel. It's like, oh baby, when I come over, let's hang out. They never want to go out to a restaurant, they never want to go out anywhere else apart from the apartment. Just come over to my house, let's hang out. Come over to my house, let's hang out. Let's hang out and do what are we doing? Why are we here? So that's all they basically want to do. Just want to have sex, just want to smoke weed, just want to have fun. They're never ever serious. Never ever. So that's like a major disadvantage of dating a 20+ guy or a guy your age mates. Never ever serious, just want to have sex and smoke weed. And that's not what me, a 20+ girl in my life, that's not what I want. As a major disadvantage of dating them. Now that I'm clearly done with 20+ men, let's move to 30+ men, 40+ men, basically older guys. What are the advantages of dating them? What are the pros of dating them? I have to say this before I start. This is totally dependent on the person. A 40+ man might still be behaving as a 20+ man. He might still just want to have sex and smoke weed. He might still not have your time. He might still have the pros of a 20+ man, that he just wants to party. You guys can relate to the same music. It's totally dependent on the person. But me, I'm speaking from personal experience. My personal experience, what I have experienced dating older men. The number one thing is that all the older men I have dated, I have been lucky to date wise older men, and I feel like that's the number one thing that attracts me to them, their wisdom. I mean, I'm a very very indecisive person. If I want to pick between two things, like that's my most confused state. I'm like, should I take this, should I take this, should I take that? Like one of my friends even tested me and was like, chocolate or vanilla, and I was like, what? Like it took me 30 minutes, I'm not joking, to come to a definite conclusion of what I wanted, and still that was not what I wanted. I don't know. So I'm very indecisive. So one thing that draws me to older men is that they make decisions, like they know how to make decisions because they are more experienced. So they feel like, oh, I've experienced it, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what I think you should do. And then most of the time, most of the advice 30+ men or the older men I have dated give me, most of the advice are really reasonable, and I have used that advice to better my life. So that's a major advantage of dating an older man. He has experience, he has wisdom, he has the experience to make decisions for you. And I feel like they do not impose it on you. Most of the ones I have dated, they just tell you that, oh, I've experienced it, this is what happened, this is what I did, this is how it worked out, and then you would now decide to either follow it or not. So I feel like most of the 30+ men I have dated, they are very wise. They give me advice based on their experience, and that's the type of advice I like, experienced advice. So that's a major advantage of dating an older man. Another pro of dating an older guy is that they are most likely, or most of them, all the ones I have dated are financially stable. Now these people, they have gone through the phase of looking for a job. They're most likely already stable. They probably have their own company, or they're probably like managers of firms, or like they're stable in life. There's no, if anything happens, I'm going to be sacked. Even though they are sacked, they probably have pension, they have money stored away, they're financially stable, so there's no worry about the future. And that's something I like. I love my men financially stable. I love being financially stable, so I would like the person that I'm dating to also be financially stable. That is a major advantage of dating an older man. Another major advantage I've noticed from dating older men is that they love communication. They're not like younger guys that would be like, oh, don't worry, or if you guys are fighting, they just go like a week without talking to you because they're angry. Now an older man, I have dated this man, he was like 36, yeah, and me, I was still, I think I was like 20. I was still quite young, and anytime we had an argument, I would be like, I don't want to talk to him, I won't call him, and he would send me a message and be like, you can't do that, let's talk, open communication, blah blah blah. And that was like, I found it really, really sexy. Honest to God, I found it sexy. So they love communication. They don't like keeping secrets or all these things and all. They're just like straight to the point. Is this what you want? Let's talk about this. Why are we arguing? Why is this happening? They always want to talk, and I love communication. So that's a major pro of dating an older guy. Another major pro of dating an older guy is that he knows what he wants. When another guy wants to enter a relationship with a girl, he most likely knows what he wants. Either he wants to get married to you, and he knows that this is what I want, this is what I'm going for. They're not shady like 20+ men that will tell you that, oh, them, I want to be in a relationship with you. Meanwhile, all they want to do is what? Have sex and smoke weed. That's a major pro of dating an older guy. They always know what they want. They're always straight to the point. They don't like beating around the bush of this and that. They're straight to the point, and I find that really sexy too. Another major pro that I find with dating an older guy, now this is if you are dating someone who already has a child or who was previously married. Now this is a major advantage because he already has kids. If you are someone who does not want to have kids, you just want to, enjoy your life, or you do not want to have kids immediately, this is a major advantage because he's not pressurizing you. His family is not on his neck like, oh, you must have kids within the first year of marriage. No, he already has children, so you can just enjoy your life, travel out, enjoy, not having to take care of screaming and crying children because he has already gone through all that. So you can just enjoy your baby girl life and have fun. Another, I'm giving a lot of advantages of dating 30+ men. I'm very sure that by now you guys already know which one I prefer. So another major advantage of dating a 30+ man is that he knows all the fancy restaurants in town. My God, this is creepy. I remember when I was dating this older guy and he took me places and I was like, I never knew this place existed. I never knew, like, he was showing me different parts of the country that I had not even seen, that I did not even know existed. So they already have experience, they've already been to these places, and they want you to experience what they have previously experienced. I find it really exciting dating 30+ men, and this is one of the reasons. They know everywhere, they have been to everywhere, and they want you to experience it. Now let's move to the disadvantages of dating an older man. And number one, which is a total advantage of dating a 20+ man, is that your parents will most likely not approve of it. Bringing an older man, a way older man, a man that is like close to your dad's age, to your parents, and telling them that, oh, this is the person I'm dating, or this guy I want to get married. Can you just picture their reaction already? Can you? Especially if your parents are Nigerian parents. Just imagine. Your parents are not going to approve of that relationship. You just get ready to hide it, or to start subtly telling them that, oh, I like older men. No. So that by the time you bring him to the house, they will know that she has been saying it, so it's not news. Anyway, the advantage of dating older men is that these people sleep early. I don't know why. They're probably tired. They sleep too early. I remember when I was dating this older man, and because me, I'm like a night crawler. I come alive in the night time. So this guy, or this man, he was way older than me. This man, when I call him by like 9 or 10, he's already like, oh baby, I want to go and sleep, I want to go to bed now, blah 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 blah. And whenever we would like spend the night together, he's always like, by 10 he's fast asleep, and me, I'll stay up all night watching TV or doing something else just while leaving time. They fall asleep easily, and that's like a major disadvantage. Oh, and a younger guy would stay awake with you to like 2 in the morning doing absolutely nothing. The disadvantage of dating an older guy is this: they demand respect, and it depends on the person you're dating, obviously. I had this really terrible experience dating an older guy once. He always demanded respect, and I did not like that at all, because I felt like, oh, we're in a relationship, we should be equal. But he felt like, no, even though we're in a relationship, even though I love you, you should still respect me. You should not talk to me in certain way. Certain jokes that you play with your younger boyfriend, or you call him one name, be like, are you stupid, like that kind of joke. And he's like, what? Me, your father's age mate, you're calling me stupid? So it's not sexy at all. It's just, it was very disturbing. It was honestly very disturbing. That, like, I didn't find that nice. So that's like a major disadvantage of dating an older guy. Last disadvantage, or the last con of dating an older guy that I can currently think of, is that they do not like loud parties. They don't like going to the club. The ones I have dated, they just want to stay indoors, go to fancy quiet restaurants where they can just eat, have fun, go back to bed, sleep early. Like, their life is really peaceful and at peace, and I've experienced the wild life. You just want to calm down now. So if you are a wild person, you like turning up, you like going out, you like all of them, dating an older man might not be advisable. Might not. You might still decide to, because of like other reasons. Maybe this one is not a major factor, a major determining factor for you. Fine. So guys, those are the pros and cons of dating a 20+ man and a 30+ man. And I'm very sure that, I am extremely sure that by now you already know which one I prefer, which is obviously 30+ men. Yeah, I prefer dating older guys. I just find their wisdom really sexy. I prefer dating smart older guys because they are the dumb ones. I prefer dating older guys. I like being babied. Yeah, I like being babied. I like when they're talking to me and I feel like, yeah, you know, like, he's talking to me. Like, I find it really sexy. And my sister is always telling me that I have daddy issues, and I'm like, no, I do not. But anyway, guys, yeah, so those are the pros and cons of dating older and younger guys. You can choose for yourself who you want to date, who you would prefer to be with. That's fine. So it's all about who you want, who you'd like, who you'd be with. And sometimes you can date a 20+ man and he's behaving like a 30+ man. You can date a 30+ man and behaving like a 20+ man. It is all dependent on the kind of person. I feel like age is just a number. Age is legit just a number. So do what you want, do what makes you happy, live your life. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Remember to like, subscribe, share. I know I always say this at the end of all my videos, so please don't just watch, also subscribe. I'm begging you. I need to reach a certain level. I want to get 1K subscribers. Let me just tell you guys, I need 1,000 subscribers and more. So please make my dream come true by subscribing, by sharing, by telling your friends about my YouTube channel so I can get more subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.